Here we are going to discuss one more problem. Find the coordinates of the point. That means a particle moving on the curve 6y is equal to x cube plus 2. 6y is equal to x cube plus 2. Okay. Now we have to find the point on this curve at which y coordinate changes 8 times of x coordinate. Y coordinate changes 8 times of x coordinate. Okay. This is the concept. You have to find the points. Now observe there what we are solving. Observe there here. Now here what we are going to get, differentiate this one now. If you are differentiated this one, 6 into dy by dt is equal to 3 into x square into dx by dt plus 0. Then finally what you got, observe there, 6 into dy by dt is equal to 3x square into dx by dt. Now this is what they are given. This 3 ones are 3 2s are. Therefore 2 into 8 into dx by dt is equal to x square into dx by dt. Now here this dx by dt gets cancelled. So you are going to get x square is equal to 16. X is equal to plus or minus 4. X is equal to plus or minus 4. Now you got the two conditions now. Now first one is if x is equal to 4, then what is the y you are going to get? Observe there, 6y is equal to 4 cube plus 2. That is nothing but what you are going to get. 4 cube is 4 4s are, yes, 4 4s are 16, 16 4s are 64 plus 2 is equal to 66. Therefore y is equal to 66 by 6. That implies 11. Therefore what is the point we are taking? P if you are taken, this is 4 comma 11. Another condition also is there. What is the formula? Now x is equal to plus or minus 4. I am taking x is equal to minus 4. If I am taking x is equal to minus 4, then what I am going to get after that? 6y is equal to minus 4 whole cube plus 2. This is nothing but minus, what you are going to get after that? This is minus 4 whole cube. No, minus 4 whole cube means minus 64 plus 2. Therefore this is nothing but minus 32 minus 62. Therefore y is equal to minus 62 by 6. That is equal to minus 2 31s are 3s are. Therefore what is the point? Another point is q is minus 4 comma minus 31 by 3. Hence these are the required points. These are the required points. Once again observe there, this type of question they will ask. Okay, now 6y is equal to x cube plus 2, and given that this the curve is given, and y would find the coordinates of the point where y coordinate is changes 8 times of the x coordinate. Therefore 6, if you are differentiated this one, 6 into dy by dt is equal to x cube, differentiation is 3x square dx by dt, by 2 is the constant. Then what you got, observe there, 6 into dy by dx is equal to 3x square dx by dt. Here 3 1s are 3 2s are gets cancelled. 2 into, now dx by dt nothing but, dy by dt nothing but 8 into dx by dt into x square into, here what you got, observe there, x square into dx by dt. This dx by dt gets cancels, and what you got, x square is equal to 16. Therefore x is equal to plus or minus 4. That means you are going to get 2 points. Now if x is equal to 4, if you are substituted in the curve, we got y is equal to 11. Therefore what is the point? 4 comma 11. And if x is equal to minus 4, you got the y is equal to minus 31 by 3. Hence another point is minus 4 and that is minus 4 31 by minus 31 by 3. These are the 2 points which is required answer. Now before going to the another problem, I am discussing about cone. Okay, what is cone? Cone, in your daily life we are using the cone in the opposite meaning. Actually what is the cone means? This is the cone. This is the cone, conical shape. This is a cone. Okay. Usually what you are going to call, give me a cone ice cream. How they are going to give? They are going to give, this is the cone ice cream. Okay, that means actually cone is the in this one. This is called as inverted cone. You cannot ask uncle give me a inverted cone ice cream. He may confuse and he will give another thing. That's why here what is the difference between usual in our daily life cone we are going to use in the reverse meaning. This is the cone and what we are taking out this one. No, this one is called as inverted cone. This is called as inverted cone and that is cone. Cone means why? Because this should be on the base. That's why this is called as here base radius. Okay, I am discussing about something about cone here. Why? Because it is one of the important role plays in the so many geometrical problems. When we are taking a cone, this is called as base. Along this radius is there. No? This is called as base radius. This is called as base radius and this is called as height of the cone. That is called as height of the cone and this is called as L. That is lateral height. Lateral height and this is the vertex angle. But if I am taking this one is the theta. Theta is called as semi-vertical angle of the cone. Semi-vertical angle of the cone and we should remember some formulas regarding this one. Here observe that if I am taken this is A, B, C and this is the D. What I am going to get observe there C, B, C, D or B, D, C. What is the B, D, C you are going to get? BDC you are going to get a right angled triangle. Observe there BDC. Where is the right angle? At D. That's why this is the right angle we are keeping here D and cone at C and angle at this one here theta and this is the B. Now from this one what is the tan theta you are going to get? Tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side, that is BD by CD. Now what is the BD? Actually BD is R and CD is the height of the cone. Therefore tan theta is equal to R by H. Therefore theta is equal to tan inverse of R by H. We should remember this is the relation from height and radius. Height and radius of the cone, base radius. And if V is the volume, what is the formula we have? V is the value means 1 by 3 pi r square H. And so total that is V is equal to what is the water? V is the volume of the sphere. And here one thing we have to remember, this is L, no? This is L. Sometimes they may ask cos. Some cases we can take the cos also, sin also. That's why remember this one. And the relation between these two is the r square plus h square is equal to L square. R square plus h square is equal to L square. And if alpha be the vertical angle, therefore alpha is equal to you are going to get 2 theta. And here V is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square H. Now total surface area if you take, total surface area means before total surface area we should take the lateral surface area. Lateral surface area is denoted by capital L. Lateral surface area is denoted by capital L. Capital L is equal to, this is pi r L. This is the changes with respect to L. Pi r L. Now pi r L, otherwise pi r into L is root of r square plus h square. This is the total, that is the lateral surface area. Now come to the S. S is called as total surface area. S is total surface area means lateral surface area plus area of the circle. That is area of the circle you can write as the pi r square plus and lateral surface is the pi r L. That means AC is equal, if you take pi r into r plus L, this is the lateral surface area. This is the regarding cone. Okay, compulsory should remember once again here cone if we are taken A is equal, that is the base radius, that is the base radius is the R, H be the height, L be the lateral height, small l be the lateral height and theta be the semi-vertical angle. Then if I am separated this diagram separately, what I am going to get? This I am going to get angle BCD, where it is a right angle triangle. From this one tan theta is equal to BD by CD. Therefore tan theta is equal to R by H. That means theta is equal to r by h. As is the right angle triangle, it obeys the Pythagoras triplet, that is r square plus l square, that is r square plus h square is equal to l square. Further, capital L is called as lateral surface area. Lateral surface area. Therefore, capital L is equal to pi r L, and L we have the r square. That is, what is the L we have from this one is L is equal to root of r square plus h square. You can replace the L by root of r square plus h square. Further, volume of the cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h, and yes, that means total surface area means lateral surface area plus base. What is that? Circular base, no? Circle, area of the circle. Therefore, circle square, area of the circle plus lateral surface area. If you have taken common pi r, what you got? Pi r into L plus r. This is the regarding cone. That means we should learn the cone regarding cone before learning the problems on cone. At the same time, we should learn about sphere also. We should learn. Sorry, already we have completed some sphere. Now I am speaking about cylinder. Cylinder means not gas cylinder. What you are seeing, that is the physics lab. You are using the cylindrical shape. This is the cylinder. If you have taken this cylinder, now here it is this is the base radius r, this is the height. Base radius r and this is the height. Here what you are going to get observed there, L, capital L, that is the lateral surface area, capital S, that is the total surface area, and V be the volume. Now when you come to this one, observe the lateral surface area means this total surface area, that means you are going to get pi r h. Pi r h. Why? Because it varies with height, that is pi r h. That means next one is, that means pi r h means here in the previous case only one circle is there. From here to here it changes, no? 2 pi r h. Why? Because it changing with the same, from the bottom to top it has the same perimeter of the circle. That's why 2 pi r h. And further, total surface area. This is lateral surface area, area of the circle, That means area of the circle, that is pi r square plus another circle pi r square plus 2 pi r h. That is nothing but what you can write now. This one is 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h. Finally, if you have taken 2 pi r common, r plus h. This is the total surface area. And the volume of the sphere is pi r square h. Volume of the sphere is pi r square h. And in the previous and this one, observe there, variables, so many variables are there, but while you are solving the problem, you have to reduce them into the single variable and we have to solve. Then only we will get very easily. Once again about r, here what we have, this is the height of the cylinder and this is the base radius. Now total, this is the lateral surface area, increasing with the, what is that? Perimeter of the circle, that is nothing but 2 pi r h, and S is equal to total surface area, that means lateral surface area plus area of this circle and area of this circle, that is pi r square plus 2 pi r h. Now if you have taken pi r square plus pi r square is the 2 pi r square. If you have taken 2 pi r common, r plus h, and V be the volume, then what you are going to get, value of the V is equal to pi r square h. This regarding the cone. Now we are solving some problems on cone as well as cylinder. Sorry, this is the what we are discussing now, that is a cylinder. Now we are discussing some problems regarding cone. Now in the, we are learning a ladder problem. Now we are going to learn cone problem. Now observe there, sand is pouring, or if you are seeing rice mill, rice is pouring like that, and sand is pouring. That means what the shape on the ground it's going to be taken? It is going to be take the, first it is pouring from, that means it is take this type of shape. It goes on increases, means the shape of this one also like this. Base radius also increases and height also increases, but shape always what you are going to get, this is the conical shape only you are going to get. That is the only question now which you are going to discuss. That is, sand is pouring from a pipe at the rate 12 centimeter cube per second. Observe there. Sand is pouring means what is coming? Any from that one, you are getting the volume. You are getting the volume. That's why what they are given. First of all, let R be the base radius. R be the base radius. And H be the height. And V be the volume of sphere. Then here what they are given, then we have V is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. V is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. Okay, V is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. Now here we have two variables. Here most important thing is, here if you have two variables, it is a problem, length of the problem is become difficult to solve. That's why you have to reduce them into single variable. That means we have the relation between and R and H. No, that's why you have to, by using that relation, we have to go for the R and H relation. He only gives sometimes. Now observe, read the problem. Sand is pouring from a pipe at 12 centimeter cube per second. That is what they are given. They are given dV by dt is equal to 12 centimeter cube per second. Okay, one thing is given, good. Another one is what they are given, the falling of the sand forms a cone. Ultimately they forms a cone, and such the way that height of the cone always sixth of the radius. Height of the cone always sixth of the radius. Sixth of the radius. Okay, radius of the base. How fast the height of the sand cone is increasing? How far the height of the sand cone is increasing? That means this equation here, he spoke about height. That's why we have to convert the total equation in terms of h. In terms of h. For example, how fast the radius is increasing means we have to reduce this equation into terms of r. But how fast the height of the cone increases now? That's why we have to go for r is equal to what you are going to get from this one. R is equal to 6h. Now come to this formula. V is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square. Instead of r square, what you can write? 6h whole square into h. 6 square is 36. Therefore 1 by 3 pi into 36 h square into h. This 3 1 ja, 3 2 1 ja. Therefore V is equal to 12 pi h cube. V is equal to 12 pi h cube. Now what they are asked, we have to find the dH by dt, and dV by dt is given. If you are differentiated with respect to t, what you are going to get? dV by dt is equal to dV by dt is equal to what we are going to get. Observe that 12 pi is constant. That's why we are going to get 12 pi as it is. 12 pi into 3h square into dH by dt. 3h square into dH by dt. Now what they are given, observe that dV by dt is, dV by dt they are given as 12 centimeter cube per second. That is equal to 12 pi into 3 into h square. What is the, when height of the cone is 10 centimeter, that means 10 square. This is 10 square into dH by dt. Now this 12 and 12 gets cancelled. 3 into pi square. What is the pi square? 10 square is 100. 300. Then what we are going to get? Observe that here we are going to get the result is, okay, what they are given? 12 pi h cube. Now here that one dy by dt is given as 12, and height of the cone, height of the cone they are given when rate it changes. It is the height of 4, h is given as 4 centimeters. When height is the 4 centimeters, then what we are going to get? This one is 4 square you are going to get. 4 square means 4 4 is 16, 3 is 48. That means you are going to get 48 pi dH by dt is equal to 1. Therefore dH by dt is equal to 1 by 48 pi centimeters per second. Okay. and draw the diagram. It is gives one nice impression. Gives one nice impression. Just you have to draw a cone and you have to draw the, this one is R and this one is H. If you draw this one cone, nothing is there. But if you draw the cone, you are going to get some impression here. Once again, basically you have to solve this problem by one common sense geometrical set. That is, let R be the base radius and H be the height and V be the volume of the cone. Then we have 1 by 3 pi r square H. When you are going to get 1 by 3 pi r square H, R square and H. R and H, two variables are there. That's why you have to reduce that equation into R and R, otherwise H. But which one have to, means you have to read the problem carefully. If you read the problem what they are given, sand is pouring at the 12 cube centimeters per second and always height of the sand cone is 1/6 of the base radius, and you have to find the change in the height when height is 4 centimeters. Height is 4 centimeters, so you have to find the change in height. No? That means you have to reduce V into the H term. Therefore, if you are substituted R, H is equal to R by 6, R is equal to 6H. If you are substituted, you are going to get V is equal to 12 pi H cube. Now, if you are differentiated this one, what you are going to get? dV by dt is equal to 12 pi into 3 H square into dH by dt. And they are given 12 centimeter cube per second, or 12 and 12, and this is pi 3 and H square nothing but 4 square. Then 4 square is 16. 16 3 is a 48. Therefore 48 pi 12 gets cancelled is equal to 1. Therefore dH by dt is equal to 1 by 48 pi centimeters per second. Centimeters per second. And draw a graph. It gives a good impression. Thank you.